Hi there, I'm Kat. Let's knit together. Today, lace knitting. If you've been watching what I've been wearing during the previous episodes, you've seen a lot of lace, including shawls, shrugs, dishcloths, scarves, and sweaters. I've also knitted lace socks, doilies, and afghans. As you can see, I'm really addicted to knitting lace. For me, knitting lace is like meditation. When I have the pattern memorized in my head, I sometimes look up and realize I've been knitting for hours. It washes away the stress of the day. Lace knitting is limitless, so we couldn't possibly cover it all in one episode. I meet knitters all the time that say they can follow lace instructions but have trouble with charts. So today, that's where we're going to start off. Now I'm assuming, if you watch our show, that you're probably a visual learner. I am too. When I first saw Barbara Walker's first Treasury book and the lace patterns written out in words, I just got so frustrated with following the patterns that I almost gave up on lace completely. When I found Meg Swansen's Gathering of Lace, I fell in love with all the shawls and beautiful projects. This was the first lace book that I had seen that had charts alongside the instructions. I found these charts very similar to cross-stitch charts and discovered that I could see the pattern in the knitting. That's when my love affair with lace began. None of the publishers or designers use the same symbols, so the first thing you want to do is familiarize yourself with the key before you start. This chart has a left slanting decrease represented by this, which symbolizes slip, slip, knit, or slip 1, knit 1, pass the slip stitch over. A right slanting decrease is represented by this, which symbolizes a knit 2 together. Double decrease is represented by this, which symbolizes slip 1, knit 2 together, pass the slip stitch over. An increase is represented by this, which symbolizes a yarn over. A knit stitch or purl stitch is represented by an empty square. When reading a chart, start from the bottom and begin with row 1. Read the symbols from right to left. Each box in the chart represents a stitch. Read row 2 from left to right. Continue to the end of the chart, reading odd rows right to left and even rows left to right. Some charts only include the odd number rows and state knit or purl all even rows. I find that charts are much easier to follow than written instructions. When I see a pattern I want to do that doesn't include a chart, I get on my computer and make one using a spreadsheet or software like Stitch and Motif Maker. Here are a few examples of lace charts that I've made and their corresponding lace knitting. Horseshoe lace, leaf lace, fir cone, and an intricate lace snowflake. When I began my first lace shawl from the book A Gathering of Lace, I knew that it was going to be an ambitious project. I knitted with laceweight cashmere merino on size 4 needles. I'm a loose knitter. I carefully knitted every row, tinked off every stitch of the edging, blocked out every point, and all the while looking at the picture in the book thinking that my shawl looked very different. I really began doubting myself as a lace knitter, so I logged on to the XRX site and saw a corrections page for the pattern I was doing. It had a very different chart and some minor text modifications. I still get choked up about the fact that I was so eager to get the project started that I never checked for corrections. I discovered Artic lace by Donna Druchunas and fell in love with it. What I enjoy about lace books is the history and stories of the people who designed and created the lace knitting. There's so much in this book about the native Alaskan knitters, how they started their lace knitting trade, about Kiviute, muskoxen, and all their lace designs. It's an interesting history unique to Alaska. So check out this great lace knitting book. Thanks for all your comments and emails. Remember, this show is supported by you. Please consider leaving a donation on the website. Bye. See you next time.